If you've ever considered fasting or intermittent fasting, you've likely wondered, how long should I be fasting and how often should I do it? What's the best length of fast for weight loss or for cancer prevention? These questions have been blowing up my inbox lately. So if you've been wondering the same, you're not alone and you're in the right place. In this video, I hope to give you some clarity on the best fasting method for you. Not your neighbor, not your brother, you. Because everyone is different, so the amount of time you want to spend fasting depends on your overall health and why you're doing it. Some of you are trying to lose weight. Others just want to reverse insulin resistance and get off diabetes medication. Others are fasting to help lower their cancer risk or keep it from coming back. And some are just tired of feeling bloated and brain foggy every afternoon and want their energy back. So the best fasting method for you is the one that will help you to achieve your goal. There are a ton of different ways to fast. You can do time-restricted eating like the 16 to 8 method, where you fast for 16 hours every day and have an 8-hour eating window. Or some people prefer to just do a 24-hour fast once a week, and others do a 72-hour fast once a month, but only once they're ready and if they're healthy enough to do so. So before you dive into fasting and start Googling what's the best length of fast to reverse diabetes, let's slow down for a second and get to the heart of it. So what's your goal? Why are you fasting? There's no shame in this. Maybe you just want to fit back into your old jeans or lower your blood sugar. So let's go over a few common goals and which fasting method usually works best for each one. Starting with weight loss. If you've been trying to lose weight, you've likely tried a few different diets, low fat, low carb, no fun, maybe even those calorie counting apps that make you afraid to eat anything. But fasting is a very effective and low drama way to shed fat. For most people, doing time-restricted eating like the 16 to 8 or 18 to 6 works pretty well with fat loss because you can do it every day. And typically, you naturally end up eating less overall, but more importantly, you're eating less often. When you're fasting, after you've burned through all of the energy from your last meal and your stored energy called glycogen, your body starts tapping into stored fat for energy. Now, everyone's different, and it can actually depend on how large your last meal was, but your body usually starts burning fat around 12 to 14 hours after you've last eaten. So if you're doing a 16 to 18 hour fast each day, you're hitting that fat burning zone for at least a few hours each day consistently. And you don't just lose weight. It can also help to curb your cravings, regulate your hunger hormones, and reduce the blood sugar swings that can make you feel shaky or irritable. Once you get used to it, it can honestly feel like a new sense of freedom. I've been getting amazing comments on some of my other fasting videos of people saying they started intermittent fasting and they no longer need a nap every afternoon. They're powering through the day with more energy than ever. So you may be wondering, if I only start to burn fat after 14 hours, shouldn't I fast for longer if I want to lose more weight? So yes, often people see better results fasting for 18 hours a day than 16 hours. But it may not be as sustainable. The 16 to 8 fast tends to be easiest to stick with long term. Now, when you're fasting for weight loss, it's common to lose weight initially, but then once your body adapts, you may hit a weight loss plateau. And at that point, if you throw in a 21 or 24-hour fast, say once a week, you may be able to kickstart that weight loss again. Dr. Mindy Pelz, the fasting guru, recommends fasting for varied lengths of time each day for the best weight loss results, like 16 hours one day, then 12 hours the next, then 24 hours the next. She also recommends taking a break completely from fasting for a week or two at a time, because that can also help to kickstart weight loss again if you've hit that plateau. Now, maybe your goal isn't to lose weight, but rather to reverse insulin resistance or type 2 diabetes. This is where fasting can be very helpful, but only if you do it safely. When you fast, your body gets a break from pumping out insulin all day long. You see, anytime you eat, especially carbs, your body releases insulin to help move nutrients into your cells. So if you're constantly eating or snacking all day long, your insulin levels stay elevated. And over time, that can lead to insulin resistance and low-grade chronic inflammation. So fasting gives your body a break from all of that. And there's a growing body of research behind this. Doctors like Jason Fung have seen incredible results using fasting methods to help people lower their blood sugar levels, lose weight, and improve their metabolic health. Now again, everyone's different, but if your goal is to reduce insulin resistance, what tends to work best are longer fasts, like 24 to 36 hours once or twice a week. Or for some people, eating just one meal a day can also be very effective, but that can be really hard to do if you're taking medications, and it can be hard to just get the amount of nutrients like protein that your body needs. But the thing is, these longer fasts give your body enough time to burn through all of the stored glucose and really bring those insulin levels back down. However, if you're already taking medications to lower your blood sugar or insulin levels, or if you have thyroid issues, longer fasts may not be safe without medical supervision. But the good news is, you can still make progress with shorter daily fasts, like say 14 hours at a time, if you combine it with a low-carb diet that naturally keeps your insulin levels low. Now, for those of you who are fasting for cancer prevention or to help prevent cancer recurrence, unfortunately there are no guarantees that fasting can prevent or cure cancer. One of the most amazing things about fasting is that it enhances a process called autophagy. Basically, your body's own built-in cellular cleanup system. It breaks down damaged cells, repairs what's fixable, and gets rid of the ones that aren't before they can become dangerous. So this is a really important process for lowering your cancer risk. Now, your body's always doing some level of autophagy behind the scenes. You don't have to fast for your body to heal itself. But fasting is probably the best way to enhance autophagy. But with that being said, you don't need to go to extremes here. You don't have to fast for 5 days straight with just water and willpower. Most of the research shows that regular overnight fasts of 17 to 19 hours a day is quite effective for boosting autophagy. And once you're feeling comfortable with a 17 to 19 hour fast, you can try a longer fast of say 24 to 36 hours, maybe once a week or once a month, for deeper metabolic benefits. But again, these longer fasts aren't meant to be done every day. Your body still needs fuel, especially protein, to maintain your muscle mass and your bone density. And if you've recently finished cancer treatment, it's especially important to ease into fasting. Your body is still in healing mode, so you want to make sure you're getting enough nutrients to rebuild and get your strength back and recover. So a great place to start is with a 14-hour fast. It does still give your body time to rest and reset without putting too much stress on your system. And it can still really help to lower inflammation and improve blood sugar control, both key factors in cancer prevention. And I promise, fasting is a lot easier when you ease into it. It's like building muscle. You don't deadlift 200 pounds your first day at the gym. You start small. You work your way up. So no matter what your goal is, whether you're fasting to lose weight, improve your energy, or fix your metabolic health, the best fasting method is one that you'll stick with, one that you'll do consistently. It's not about pushing yourself to do something extreme like fasting for 3 days straight and then quitting. It's about finding a way to fit it into your life, like brushing your teeth, until it becomes second nature. Once fasting becomes part of your routine, you don't even have to think about it. You just do it. And that is the secret to making fasting easier. Make it a habit. I know that at first, skipping breakfast might seem like climbing Mount Everest, but give it a few weeks and your body will adapt. Your energy will improve, your cravings will drop significantly, and you'll likely feel less bloated. Most people start fasting for one reason, say to lose weight, and then they start to realize they're also sleeping better, thinking clearer, and then they're hooked. So ask yourself, what am I hoping to change? What feels doable right now? Is it safe for me to do so? And what's one small step I can take this week? That's how it starts. At the end of the day, the best fasting method for you is what you can manage in a healthy way so that you can still get the nutrition your body needs from food, but you can also reap the numerous benefits that come from fasting. Drop a comment below and let us know what's worked for you, because your story could help inspire others. And you'll want to check out this video next on the most common mistakes people make when they're first getting started.